So I've been watching Castlevania on Netflix, and it's great. Uh, I forgot all about it, to be honest. It's not a forgettable show. It was amazing. I watched it twice now, but I just forgot. Like, I forgot about Scott Pilgrim. It's great, but just when there's not a whole lot of buzz around it, you have to kind of rediscover it, you know? And I hadn't really played the games. Now that I have played the games, though, I have a much bigger appreciation for it, I think. And I say I played the games, but I played Super Castlevania 4 to completion, and I'm working on Symphony of the Night. Uh, in Season 2, Episode 1? No, in Episode 2. They get attacked by these weird demons, or whatever. Alucard, Trevor, and, the speaker lady. They get attacked by these demons, or monsters, whatever you want to call them. Demons is more of a Doom thing, but hold on. Demons is more of a Doom thing, but they're called demons and they're from hell, so we'll roll with demons. But monsters. There's this wolf thing that breathes fire. I have not encountered it in any of the games yet. I'm sure it's in Symphony of the Night. A lot of stuff is in Symphony of the Night. But there was this wolf thing, and she killed it with its own fire. Weirdly, she did a reflect while the fire was still going. We're having focus issues. I'm sorry. But then they have they're still, it's the 10th of July, and people are still using fireworks and firecrackers and whatever. I have dated this video. Oopsies. It's also 2019, by the way, so dated the video again. Videos don't age well when you do that. Just like how Dead Rising 4 has not aged well. Because of the whole Christmas theme. It's not the only reason, but... And the theme is not as obnoxious as I thought it was going to be. When I saw the trailer, I was like, ooh, I want to get that game, but it's holiday themed. I don't want that. Because, when you have a game that's just it... I'm getting way off topic. I'll come back to that topic later. Castlevania, the Netflix show. They had this thing in Season 2, and... it was teaming up with this weird bird thing, a parademon thing. The bird thing has a spear. And it looks like a bird, but it doesn't have wings, so it needs the parademon to fly. It's also the first boss in Symphony of the Night. If you don't count Dracula. So second boss, technically. But, basically... Oh, also, it's the fourth to final boss in... The bird thing, anyways, in, Super Castlevania 4. And the third to final boss in, The Parademon is the third to final boss in Super Castlevania 4. But they don't team up until Super Symphony of the Night, I think. I don't know. I don't know much about Castlevania. I want to. I'm going to get that anniversary collection eventually. There's no pre-order bonus, so I'm not inclined to do so. And according to Google and the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, Kid Dracula is a part of that. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I believe that. And then they have Jason Voorhees in that game, but he uses a shotgun and an axe, and he's a cartoon. It's weird. Back on topic, though. Which that still kind of was. Not my worst ramble. Basically... that bird thing is a piece of shit is basically the moral of the story, I guess. I don't know why I wanted to mention it so much. Oh yeah, because the game has given me such a higher amount of appreciation for this, to see all the work that's been put in. I didn't know what that was the first time I watched the show, and the second time. To be honest, I still don't, but I'm familiar with it now. Even though I'm familiar with the unknown, it's still unknown. But basically, Uh, I wanted to do a review of like season 1. It's only 4 episodes, and I'm kind of waiting for season 3. My dog just died. He croaked. I don't know why. Gizzy always does that. She eats way too fast and then it doesn't go down. She's freaking out Diva though. Oh, Diva's got a new collar, by the way. It's pink and gray and black. But yeah, waiting for Castlevania Season 3. The Castlevania people are working on a Devil May Cry show for Netflix, last time I checked. It could have been canceled, I haven't heard anything about it. But I'm not super interested in that. I want to continue with Castlevania. I don't play Devil May Cry. I do intend to eventually. But, I mean, I know way more about Castlevania than Devil May Cry, and I don't know much about Castlevania. I know that Simon first appeared in Castlevania on the NES, the first game. Trevor's from the third game. Simon was also in the second game, and he was in the fourth game. And then Richter came in around Rondo of Blood, and he was in the beginning, and he's a secret unlockable character in Symphony of the Night. Oh, and Simon and Richter, Alucard, and Dracula are from are in Smash, as well as Dracula's second phase in Ultimate being from being based more so on Symphony of the Night, even though it was in the first game. And I'm pretty sure his first phase is based more so on the fourth Castlevania, even though it's in all of them. So that's I just told you everything I know about the series. But basically, I mean, I know a little bit more, okay? But, for instance, Castlevania, the Netflix show, follows the third game, I think, pretty closely. Except they fixed a lot of the problem. Watch the AVGN video on Castlevania 3. If you can't find anything with AVGN, type in Angry Video Game Nerd. This guy, he was reading the intro out because the intro was so bad. It's like, oh, the Belmonts were outcast, or the Belmonts were a problem, so now they were outcast and banished from the land or whatever, and now the Belmonts come in to solve their problem, and then AVGN's like, wait, but the Belmonts were the problem. Why is a Belmont going to be the solution to Belmonts? Nothing makes any sense. But yeah, where was I going with this? Yeah, so that's what the first season is. They don't go in depth on the whole banishing thing or whatever. But Dracula's the problem. Dracula has to be stopped. Now the Belmonts are here to stop him. Kind of situation. And then I think if you're looking for action, go to Castlevania on Netflix, go under trailers and more, and watch the recap of season 1. It basically, like, watch the actual season 1, but everything you need to know is in the recap, and it is amazing to watch the recap. I watched the show, immediately watched the recap, even though I didn't need to watch the recap, I wanted to. I was like, this is whatever, I'm going to. And then when I did, I watched it again. And then I went to show my dad. I was like, dude, this is awesome, you have to watch this. And then you have to watch the show, obviously. And then, yeah, when Season 2 picks up, it seems that Season 2 follows the third game. Like, Season 1 was the prologue, Season 2 is Season 1, and Season 3 is going to be the epilogue. However, the fact, like, a prologue can be 4 episodes, so that's where I'm getting at this, but season 1 is 4 episodes, season 2 is 8, and season 3 is, I forgot the number 3 for a second. I'm a sped. I'm sorry. Season 3 is 10 episodes, and so it's gonna be a very long prologue, I guess. I'm hoping if the show continues, we're gonna move past Trevor at some point. Like, we should definitely revisit Trevor, but I really want to see Simon and Richter eventually. And then Juiced Belmont. He seems interesting to me. I don't know anything about him though. I think there's Leon Belmont as well. I don't know. But, and I don't even know if Juiced is how you say his name. I've only seen it in, like, written. I've not heard it, so it might be Just A or Just. But basically, I really want to see Simon and Richter in the show. Trevor's really cool, and that's a good place to start. And so far, Trevor is becoming one of my favorite characters just ever. So I'm happy with him. Don't get me wrong, but I really want to see Trevor or Simon and Richter eventually. Because apparently the third game takes place at the beginning of the timeline, I think, or really close to it. Anyways, though, I summed up the story pretty well with the third game and the pre-third game and season 1. So I think that's a good place to just say 8 out of 10. I really want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I just don't think that's justified. Not because I have any problems with it, but because I want to give everything a 10 out of 10, and I loved it. I'm honest, man. I loved it. So far, though, I really do want to say that, even though I'm only in Season 2, Episode 2, the humor has been dialed up a little bit. Not to Legends levels, like, stupid levels, like Legends of Tomorrow, by the way. If you guys are Castlevania and you don't watch Arrowverse or whatever, Legends of Tomorrow, Season 4 is garbage. It's just a comedic show, and it's not even funny. But there's a particular scene in Episode 1 of Season 2 where, Castlevania again, not Legends, where Trevor is talking to Alucard, and the speaker lady is like, I hope you guys can manage while I'm gone to not kill yourselves or whatever, kill each other. And then Alucard says, we're not children. And as soon as she walks away, Trevor says, you shouldn't die. And then Alucard's just, yes, F you. I can't say that word, so I'm just not going to. But yeah, F you. And I loved it. But then there was a scene of these guys in Season 2, Episode 2. Didn't mean to say Season 2, but it's technically correct. In Episode 2, and these guys, I can't remember who it was now because I've been rambling for too long, but they're just kind of squabbling and they're kind of trying to be funny, but it's not. It's really not. I hope there's not too much of that. I've watched this whole show before, but I just can't remember some of it. Yeah. I mean, it's really been a while since I've seen this, I think. I do remember this guy that looks kind of like... He's a vampire, but he's got white skin, red hair and red clothes, and he just reminds me of Kratos in terms of like his color scheme and stuff. But yeah, I'm actually going to get back to watching this. It's really interesting.
Do you really think that's enough, Hector? Power is